You guys, I'm rounding the corner. This is my first look. We've had a bear. Oh no.
That's a bear.
This is... Oh, we've had a bear. Absolute destruction. Oh my god. It's all ripped apart. Oh my god. Oh my god. Everything's gone. Oh, we've got to hurry and put them back together.
Jade's dead.
Oh my goodness.
This isn't wind, this is a bear.
All right, we gotta take care of this. We've both been stung on the backs of our legs. I didn't see topaz yet, but I did hear. I saw a big cluster of bees on the inside of the
deep?
No, it was actually in the. Where's my finger? That one, the medium above the deep right there.
This one?
Yeah, it was in the corner, and they were doing their queen song. So I'm like 90% certain she was in that. So we have seen several species of bees. I saw a green-blue one and a kind of black and white one. So right now, I mean, our hives are being robbed out by anything that flies and likes honey. So they are very upset, and rightly so, because I mean, everything they worked for this year is just
obliterated.
Yeah. So, but they're better at repairing this than we are. So we're not extracting. We're just putting it back together. Empty-ish frames in the middle. Trying to increase that workspace for them, just like we did last time we were here. Keep in mind, like, keeping it correct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So some of these frames belong to us as well.
Well, we can put some of all these other frames in there.
Here's a wasp. Can you tell me if you can see this on camera? You see that yellow?
Yep.
The wasp there?
Yep.
Can the camera see it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's a wasp. So, very sad for them as well as for us.
We should come back tomorrow.
Alright, she's back together. Why don't I steady this one?
And I'll grab this one.
You grab that one.
Okay.
Okay. And just try not to rub these, like...
Colony's still huge.
Yeah, that's good. Fine.
Rah. Go, get out. Go.
Alright, I'm gonna smoke the area pretty good. Starting with my pants.
Three of the 5 hives were knocked over. Jade is completely destroyed and there are no bees. They're gone. Both citrine and topaz, the colonies are still there and they look like they're pretty big colonies. They're very angry right now.
Especially citrine.
Especially citrine. Brittany's been stung half a dozen times. I've gotten it 2 or 3 times. The dog's been stung, and we've had to run down to the very edge of the property to get away from them. Each time we're moving a box to put it back together. We've got topaz back together to her full height. Not all of the frames have honey in them anymore, so topaz is probably a 50% loss. Citrine is a 100% loss.
Yeah,
as far as honey is concerned.
Yeah, we've put her hive back together, basically just a brood nest, and in fact the very top one, we salvaged what frames had any kind of wax foundation still on them.
It wasn't much.
Yeah, and put that back in, so they're going to be really short on reserves. We're probably going to have to open topaz back up and
switch some frames around
so they have some supplies, because as I said at the start of this video, we're headed towards the dearth, and that means no rain, which means no flowers, so no nectar, no pollen. That's when they need their reserves.
Yep.
So
we might start feeding them sugar here in a little bit.
Yeah.
In fact, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to come out and bring sugar
tomorrow,
for citrine, at least.
Yeah, like maybe one of those insert feeders, not the whole one, because it is very humid. I don't want that to mold.
Yep. So we're going to have to grab all of Jade's boxes and what's left of the frames. That was the one that was destroyed the most. The frames are strewn everywhere, all up into the woods. Some of them are broken.
Yeah. Then citrine's all the honey in citrine's hive was eaten, and most of the frames. And it looked like the bear got started on topaz, and then either got full and wandered off, or
something happened. Yeah,
whatever,
left.
just got done. So
we've got ruby intact
quartz.
And quartz intact. We don't know how much honey is in them, but here's the thing: that bear could come back.
Right.
And we need to harvest whatever honey we can, or we put all that honey that they may have made into the other hives, and then just call it a loss for the season.
Yeah.
And leave the honey for the bees, and then we got to get an electric fence out here now.
Yep. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to call the Missouri Department of Natural Resources or whoever and see if they can help us out, because this is devastating. And it's not even the honey harvest that I'm upset about. I lost my queen. I've lost an entire hive, and 2 of my hives are in danger.
Yeah, they could go.
So, I mean, I think we were lucky to find it when we did. I'm hurting for Jade. But I'm just devastated.
Yep. So we're cleaning up and then deciding what we're going to do.
Yep. At least we were smart enough to get suited up and not just try to save them.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like I want to take the camera in the woods with me.
You should.
because, oh, how do I do this? There we go. Let's see.
You're totally destroyed.
Here we go into the woods, because there are some frames on the ground here, and look at that. There's one of my boxes and all the frames. Okay, so how do we know it was a bear? Each of these full boxes, you're gonna need to come help me. There's a whole box with frames over here in the woods. How much do each of these frames and boxes weigh when they're full of honey, hun?
The mediums are 35 pounds.
They're very heavy. A raccoon is not going to pick up a whole box, right? Like that. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's all 8 frames capped and full of honey. And drag it. There's our apiary down that way, all the way up in here. You know, that a raccoon or a possum or a skunk, that's not going to do that. I've got 6 frames over here. Oh, 7. One popped out behind a tree. All right. Just okay. Okay. Oop. Still trying to be mindful of where I'm stepping because, and what I'm grabbing, because as you can see there's leaf litter everywhere. And I don't want to grab a copperheads because this suit is bee proof, but it is not snake proof. So I'm ducking into tree branches. Alright guys. Okay. We're gonna have to count all these frames because we definitely don't want to leave any in the woods, like as bait.
Yeah.
But I think we've collected most of them at this point. It's just devastation. Woo! I was just talking about watching where I step, and then I step in a hole. That's par for the course, right?
I think we bit off more than we could chew with this property.
No. I think it is what it is. It's a wild property, and we knew that going into it. And maybe we've just been treating it like it's domesticated.
Well, everyone, thanks for joining us here at Fernsby. Not the best of outcomes today, but you know, this isn't easy, and You know, things are bound to go wrong, and we're going to learn from the mistakes, and we're going to be better beekeepers for it. So share this with your friends, give us a like, and make sure you subscribe. Thanks for joining us today, everybody, and have a great one.
I was gonna put my face in the video, but it looks like I've been crying. I have not. It's sweat and not waterproof makeup, but whatever. Bear hair, black bear hair, and there are some roots on the tips of those. So, I mean, maybe we'll bag it in case they need it as proof. But yeah, definitely a bear.